Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chioma Moma, and like I said in the previous video, I'm doing a series on house help stories, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And I'm going to start with the good. I've had all sorts of people come to stay in my home, and I've had some good help. I'm not gonna lie, I've had some really fantastic help. I'm gonna talk about the three best helps I had, three best domestic staff I had that were really, really good and really, really added value to my home. Number three would be Justina. I will call her Mama Blessing. Mama Blessing was she was about my age. So she wasn't old, but she just, the person I asked her name, I said, "What's your name?" She said, "Oh, my name is." Let's say her name is Nancy. My name is Nancy. I was like, Nancy. She was like, but don't call me my name. Oh. I don't like somehow. Don't call me by my name, please. Call me Mama Blessing. I was like, so I started calling her that, she was okay with it. And, she was such a blessing. She was diligent. She was very hardworking. She was good with the children. And I really, really, really did like her. At that point, she was a come and go. She was married. She had her family. So she would just come in the morning, help with the cleaning around the house, and she would go in the evening. I had another person living with me at that time. And I think I had two children. I had two children, two young children. And she was really, really good. She was educated. So that really made a difference. Having an educated nanny made a difference. I could live in structure she would understand. She had finished secondary school and she got a good good secondary school. So she was very you know she was she was well read, so to speak, and so she could understand, and she was a smart person as well. So dealing with her was easy. I didn't have too much stress with her. She knew she did her chore. She didn't feel, oh, I'm too big, oh, I can't, this woman, she's not my mate. After all, not for condition. She didn't have any of that. She didn't have attitude at all. She was very, very easy to to deal with. And she obeyed instructions, and she loved my children. She was good. In the end, I saw that I felt she could do more, and I just said, you know what? I think what happened was that my two children had now started school, so I didn't need to have two helps at that point in time. I didn't feel I needed to have two. So I said, you know what? Can I get you a job in a school because you're really, really good? And she was very happy. So I got her a job in a school, and she worked there. I think she still works there till now. This has been like 12 years. No, this should be like 14 years. I think she's still working in that school, and we still have a relationship. Every now and then she calls. Once in a she has I wear US size 11, and so so does she. So whenever my shoes for a long time, whenever my shoes, I need, I'm giving her my shoes, I just say, you know, babe, come on, let me give you my shoes. And so we got along really well. The next best help, number two, I'll call her Cheesy. Cheesy was family. Family in the sense that she was from my mother's village. So at that point, my mom was like, I need to help my daughter get good help. I had changed help a few times. I was struggling, and she just knew she had to step in. So she just asked, oh, went to her village, please, I need somebody. And I said, this woman's daughter, they're like, I think like distant relatives, that she's good. Her sister lives with this person, that they're really a good family. And she said, okay, send one of the children to me. And she sent Chizzy to come and stay with me. Oh, and Chizzy stayed with her for like a week. That 1 or 2 weeks that Chizzy was in my mom's house, mom was like, oh my goodness, this girl is good. She is so, so good. She can work. She has initiative. Oh, this is a great girl to live with my daughter. So she came to my house and I said, you know what? I want you to go to school. What's your plan? She was like, you could tell she wasn't that confident. She was like, I'm not sure I can do well in school. Let me just try. But I encouraged her. I said, you know what, you're going to start school next year. My daughter had just been born. So I said, you know what, allow her when she's like maybe a year to 18 months, I will enroll you in school. I think you should go to school, go to university and all that. And she wasn't too excited, but I encouraged her, regardless, you're going to go to school. And Chizzy, went through the program, and she went to school. I got her into a nice secondary school. She was one of the oldest in her class. I guess that kind of she had a bit of a complex about that, but she did well. She tried. I would drop her on the way to drop the children. Sometimes she would go to school herself, but she was really great with my children. Chizzy was great with my children. That was a God, my goodness. My mother-in-law loved her. My mother, everybody, my children loved her, and she had the right. She was kind, but she was very firm. So my children, when Auntie Cheesy talks to them, they to know that man, I am this lady ain't playing. So they used to listen. They always and they loved her. They loved being around her and all that. And and things were going well. She finished secondary school. She now got into got her admission to a higher institution. At that point, this kind of got to she fell in love with some guy. Yeah, and yeah, well, they got married. Why I'm saying is that because I really, without, 'cause I don't want to, even though I'm not saying her, her name per se, I don't want to delve too much into her personal life, without her permission. But the truth is that, I wish she had finished university because she didn't quite finish. I'm not sure she finished because of that marriage. She got pregnant, so now she has 4 children, just like me. But it's a struggle for her. The guy is not the most responsible. And I just feel this girl could have done so much better. Everybody does because she was such a great girl, and I'm still very close to her. I still advise her. I still try to encourage her to do a business. But with 4 young children, it's not easy. She can't afford help per se. I try. I just try. But she was really, really good with my children. She stayed close to the family, through the years. Even after she left, got married and left my house. And then my number one girl who has in I'm talking about past people who have left. The people I have in my house now too are great, but I'm not putting them on this list because they still live with me, they're still working for me, they are fantastic. Oh, shout out to Auntie Faith, you know, and Mommy Favor, they're great. But I'm talking about people who have my best three that have left. So number one will have to be Auntie Tai. Auntie Tai, I ain't her real name either because my son was a baby. She came to my house and when he started talking cycle, he called her Auntie Tai. Her name is Priscilla. She is amazing. What is you know, she comes to visit. Even when she comes, she just comes and she's just like, this is my family. She comes and she's part of us. She wants to help. Oh, what's my daughter doing? Oh, she takes them like her siblings. And from the first day she came to my house, it's funny, all the stereotypes we have when we're hiring help, honestly, have don't try to be too I don't want Yoruba, I don't want Igbo, I don't want Calabar, I don't want House, I don't want Kaduna. What you need to do is to trust God. Forget about all these tribal things. Seriously, because that was my experience. When I was looking for her, I had just had my fourth child, and the person I had, I noticed she was not really good with children. Yeah, I saw her, I was just like, this girl, I'm not sure this is going to work. She was from the east, and she was just not. She wouldn't carry my child well. She would do her hand like this, that she doesn't know how to carry a baby. Meanwhile, I found out that she had already had a child. So like, why are you acting like you've never carried a child if you're a mom? She just wasn't interested. So once I noticed, I said, I'm not going to force her to be a nanny. I'll just keep her to be let her just face the chores and the housework. Let me get a nanny. So I spoke to my friend. She said, "Oh, this girl that somebody told her, a girl, someone brought this girl to her." By then, I had actually got a bit tired of agents. I said, "Okay, let me, I'll work more with referrals." So I was open to referrals in the sense that, oh, somebody, your neighbor or your friend or someone that you've worked with before. That I was more open to hiring nannies based on recommendation and referrals. So this person said, "Oh, that somebody had referred this girl to them, but they don't want a female help." So I said, "Okay, let me try her." But where is she from? She said, "She's Calabar." I said, I don't want to. I'm not tribalistic, but I just said, I'd heard so many stories. I don't want anyone from, But she said, no. Why should you think like that? My friend was like, no, that's not a wrong way to think. Why should you have that kind of mindset? I said, I've never done. I said, okay, let me have an open mind. And I brought her into my home. Oh my goodness, this girl, from day one, the way she carried my baby, I just knew that this is, I interviewed her. She had, helped with children all her life. She was an orphan, but she just had, and then the first day we had family prayer and she prayed, the kind of English she was speaking, I said, oh my goodness. I was so impressed. She was speaking, her diction was very good, the kind of words, the grammar she was blowing, I was like, wow, this is the kind of girl I want in my home. But I just thought, this grammar she's speaking, this girl, I think I can be a bit over sabish. I was like, this girl, I think it's university that she needs. So I asked her, what are your plans? What do you want to do with yourself? She said she wants to go to university. I said, okay, I'm going to encourage you to go to university. What course do you want to study? So that's how I went and enrolled her in Open University. She didn't ask me. I said, oh, let me do this for and it worked out well. She did well. She did well. My children, like I said, they were her siblings. She would notice things. Maybe I'm at work and something happens when I'm at work. Before I come back, she has told me, Mommy, see what happened. She used to call me mommy. It's not as if the age gap is that much, but the respect was there. Mommy, see what happened. Da, 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 da. She asked if she was just correct, you know. But then people know how to fall in love. So my Priscilla fell in love. She met some guy in university and she fell in love. And she said she wanted to marry. So after 5 years in my home, I said, oh yeah, go and marry. But the first day, around the day to my mother-in-law, she was getting married. My mother-in-law was like, hey, good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. I said, good news, she's getting married, but bad news, she's leaving your home. Hey, I said, mommy, it's good news, it's good news. You know, it's a good thing. Marriage is a good thing. Marriage to the right person is a good thing. It's a blessing. It's fine. She's done 5 years with me, worked with me for 5. They're giving me quality 5 years. How about one more can I ask from this girl? And even three, she's left me out of my house for like at least 2 3 years. She's still fantastic. She came to visit me the other weekend, and she was like, even as my mom was like, we missed this girl. This girl was good. So she was really, really good. And I learned so much from her. I learned not to discriminate. You just never know. You just never know who's going to bless your home, who's going to be the right fit for your home. I also learned to allow people to, see the potential they have. Like I said, she didn't ask to go to university. I was the one that said, this girl, I just think this girl, man, look at her. And that was how she went to university, and it was a great. So those are my 3 best experiences. So don't forget to share this video, and of course you should subscribe if you're not already subscribing, and like it too. And I'll be sharing another video very soon about my 3 worst experiences. So look out for that. Take care.